Live. Hi, guys.
Hi, guys. Hello.
Welcome,
How's
welcome.
everybody doing? I think we're missing Chris. I think she's going to hop on.
I was saying,
I think she might hop on later. She had a family obligation she had to take care of tonight because, we're getting closer to the holidays and, kids and all that jazz. So it's just us, but we have Harriet! Yay!
We're so excited to have you, Harriet.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here, guys.
Yay! Tess says hi.
So should we go around and introduce ourselves real quick?
Sure.
In case anybody is new. Carrie?
Hi, I'm Carrie. You guys are on my channel, Book for Romance. And super excited to discuss about this one. Not going to lie.
I'm Natasha, Book Diva 401 on Instagram. And I have thoughts this week. Yep.
Good thoughts, bad thoughts.
They're good. They're good thoughts.
Okay. I'm Jessica from Peace Love Books, and I'm excited to talk about this too because I liked it. So I can't wait to see what you guys think. Because my friends hate it on Goodreads, and I'm like, what? So yeah, I'm interested to see what everyone thinks.
Hi guys, my name is Harriet. Tales of a Poet on Instagram. I'm so glad to be here, guys. Thanks for having me.
Yay! I'm Alicia. I really liked this one, which made my heart happy after not necessarily liking 3 and 4. So I was very happy about that. So I definitely want to get into that, and I want to talk about the trailer. But I think we need to do the book first, and then maybe discuss the trailer because I think we'll just get sidetracked if we go right into the trailer.
Okay. So I'm not gonna lie. I really, really like this book a lot. I dare say it's my favorite so far. I gave it a 4.75.
That's a strong one, Natasha. Ooh, she's going all in.
And I finished it in a day and a half, which, all the other ones have been taking me all week to read the book. I didn't want to put this one down. It grabbed me and I just couldn't stop reading it. So I thought it was fun. I thought it had a little bit of inner drama, and these characters were fighting themselves. And I'm like, would y'all just go ahead and just get together already? Jeez. And then when they did, they couldn't stop.
Yes.
I loved it.
Yes.
Should we give this one? Do we want to go around and give our ratings?
Sure.
I'll start. I rated the book 4 stars. So it was 4 for me. So do you want me to elaborate or just do the stars right now?
No, stars are good. We'll do stars.
Go for it.
Everyone in the comments tell us what you did.
Right.
You were 4.75?
I was, yeah.
Okay. I was a 5-star. I liked it.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Is this your first 5-star, Jess?
No, my favorite
is
the third one.
The Cinderella. Okay, Benedict.
Benedict, yeah.
Yes, Benedict. They're all blending together now. There's so many.
Right.
I guess I'm going to be the opposite with everyone. I quite didn't like it. It was a 3 for me. I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness!
No. That's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I'm surprised. Sorry. Yeah, we're gonna have to come back to that, Harriet. We're gonna have to come back to that, Harriet, because I'm surprised. I'm surprised. I gave it a 4. Like Tess said, I liked that this one was a little darker. I liked that I felt it was more heavy. I liked this one. It was in my wheelhouse.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
A lot of people in the chat are giving it 4, 4.5. Cindy gave it a 5 stars. She loved it. let's see. Somebody else gave it a 5-star too.
Yeah, we've got a lot of
Obs Reed. Yeah.
A lot. Wow. That's
Well,
good. Okay,
I'll let our guests elaborate first, because I think we're all a little curious, Harriet. Not to put you on the spot, but defend, please.
I will.
we're gonna cross-examine this. Okay.
Okay, so
we're like a Law and Order.
okay, so first of all, I felt like it was a spin-off of what Marina's story would have been if she wouldn't have fallen into the depression that she had been. So considering that this is the second book after Sir Philip, and she lost her husband, and she quite couldn't grasp onto life anymore, this was sort of a different perspective of if you held on to life and if you gave life a different chance. And considering it's the next book, I feel like she could have gone with a different story maybe, but I guess not. And then the other thing, I quite didn't like Francesca. I get everyone is saying that she's strong and she's this and that, but I don't feel like she has personality. If we remove everything that's happened in her life, what is Francesca? Who is she?
Ooh, that's deep.
Dude, yeah, you went deep with this.
Because every other lady that we've read has, something to her. Apart from everyone being bubbly and charismatic and everything, they have oomph to them, and she doesn't have that. She's like, okay, she's there, and then she's moving with life, I guess. So maybe someone convinced me otherwise, but I didn't see that. And then, just as Natasha said, I could not. The whole back and forth thing, I was like, bro, are we getting there or not? When are we? Like, I need you. Like, this whole running back and forth. Like, the first time it happened, she went to Scotland, and then she came back, and then she went to her mother's. Then, please, let's get there. I guess other people like the prolong to it, but I'm like, yeah, if we remove that back and forth that they had, okay, then. And then when eventually they had it, and she's like, oh yeah, like this is what I always wanted. I'm like, then why did we have to go through this if you knew you wanted it? Please, come on, let's do this. So,
oh my god.
but
yeah.
That's the biggest complaint I heard about it, is the back and forth.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, the back and forth didn't bother me, because I kind of feel like I've become to expect, some of that. In her books, they're not gonna like go at it like rabbits, but like chapter 3. Like, there's gonna be some, like turmoil and some strife. I do see how she could, if she didn't have these things, like she didn't have the miscarriage, she didn't have the husband who died, how you could think like, well, what are you, right? Because you don't seem like you have this, with Eloise, she's writing all these letters, and with Daphne, she's this bubbly, bright personality that everyone's loving. So with Francesca, if you're holding yourself away from these Bridgertons, who are you? Like, if you aren't the sum of these terrible things. So I can see how you would think that, Harriet. I can see. I'm not going to try to convince you any other way.
I just love the pining on Michael's part and how he's so in love with her. And I'm like, thank you. We finally have a hero who admits from the beginning that he is in love with her. And it was a marriage for love, finally. And not like they got married and they're like, oh, well, are we going to love each other? I don't know. We just really like each other. And now it's like, no, we love each other. That's why we're going to get married. So
right. And they didn't get married because he ruined her.
Yes. That I agree.
Yes. She's had many of those already in the series.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah. I brought this up in the Discord because I feel like we should talk about, like, with her prologues. It's like every one of her prologues has been this like backstory, right? With Anthony and the Bee, and Sophie and the being the BASTRD, and like all these things. And then this one, it's like she just ripped our hearts out for like 4 whole chapters for like not even a prologue version of the like heart-wrenching. It's like, I don't know, 50 pages of like her husband dying and then she's miscarrying. And it's like, dear God, this is.
Oh, yeah, there wasn't a prologue.
Sad. There was no prologue. It was just
like this is
straight into, like straight into that. We're just going to rip your heart out and stomp on it. And I'm like, really? Are you kidding? I was like, part 2 better have some more happy news because this was just sad, like 1 through 4 with like what was it, part 1? Okay. And then when Michael runs away because he doesn't know how to like deal with, he's sad because his best friend is dead. And he doesn't know how to deal with this miscarriage because, he's a guy. And I don't think that's something that guys of even that time period or even today can necessarily articulate very well. So he's like, I'm just going to run away to India. Okay. Yeah. So she lost her husband and the baby and her best friend. And now she's living in this house with these 2 old ladies.
Right.
I'm like, oh my God, I feel so bad for you, Francesca. Like this has to change, right? Like you have to have something better happen.
See, and I'm going to totally jump on that, Alicia. And I think that's why I didn't quite get it to a 5-star for me is the fact that she like called after she has this miscarriage. She calls, okay, what's the hero's name again? I'm sorry.
Michael.
Michael. She calls for Michael and Michael's like, I'm out. I can't deal with this. I've got to go. And it's just like, that was so heartbreaking for me. Like, I was just like, she's there. She just lost her husband. She just miscarried. And Michael was just like, out. I'm out of here. And I'm just like,
I mean, he's grieving too.
Yeah.
He's in love with her and he really can't do anything about it. So
he can't support her the way he really wanted to and really doesn't know how to without crossing that line. So he was just kind of like, oh, hell, what do I do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do agree, though. Someone in the prologue said they would have liked 2 different things. One, seeing Michael see her for the first time, because it was like he saw her and was in love. I would have loved that scene. But also, I would have liked Francesca and John's story to see them in love, too, because she really loved him, and they weren't married for that long.
Right.
Yep.
No, she was like 20 when he died, right? 20, 22? Like, she was really young. So
but I think they were married were they married 2 years, 4 years?
2 years.
2 years.
2 years. 2 years, I think.
Yeah, I would have loved to have seen that backstory. And I don't know, is there any of that in a second epilogue? Is there a second epilogue floating around somewhere? If there is, don't tell us. I haven't read it yet.
It was in the back of mine. I kept reading. It was
Come on! I really wanted to talk about the second epilogue.
No.
Until after.
You can DM me, Harriet, because I read it. So you can DM me and we can talk about it. Because I have feelings about that one as well. So
now I'm gonna read them all at the end.
Mm-hmm. I can see how. Yeah. There is a second epilogue. Yeah.
Okay.
That's okay. So what? Chrissy just said it would have been a lot sadder seeing her and John. That's why Julia Quinn doesn't want to do Violet and Edmund's story, which I really want a prequel with the parents to show their love story. But
I thought there was something in that Bridgerton Ever After. There was like a little Violet story in there. Oh, I loved how Michael like flirted with Violet. Can we like say how cute that was? I feel like she used these other characters to kind of take away from how deep and like Francesca's sadness and his sadness was between like Colin and the meddling, Michael flirting with Violet, and then what else did I write down? Something else. About there was a scene with Lady Danbury. I feel like she used those kind of like scenes to make this book not as like heavy, because there were so many heavy parts of it, whereas some of the other books are very light and fluffy. I feel like this one had more of a heaviness to it, but I liked the other characters. I liked Colin. This was like the meddling Colin that I was into, where, I didn't feel like this was like the Colin of book 1, 2, and 3 and not Colin's book.
Right.
And it was an opportunity to see more and hear more from Colin without him eating a plate of food.
Oh, yes.
Oh, God. Natasha hated him.
I'm just saying.
He didn't eat in this book.
I really liked Colin in this book. Do with that what you want.
what Tess said, though, the conversation between Violet and Francesca about losing a husband, and they hadn't talked about it until the 4 years later. And then she's like, well, do I want to remarry? Why didn't you remarry?
Yeah, and nobody asked her like why she remarried. Yeah.
She was probably tired.
She said, well, I have 7 kids. So
Yeah, she was probably tired. Like, even
a man. Right. I know, but how she just wanted a baby. So she's like, well, I want a family still. Is it okay to move on? So I liked that whole conversation.
Yeah. I thought that whole situation was pulling at my heartstrings because she kept battling herself. She's like, I really don't want to be with somebody else, but I really want this baby. Right. And when they finally did come together, it was still a little bit frustrating because she was like, well, no, I can't do it again. We shouldn't have done it. And I'm like, girl, could you just say it? You love him too. Just say it. You know you love him. You know you love him. That's what I'm
telling him. Just go ahead and tell him, please. Just tell him.
Right. I loved it though when Michael got all mad at that one guy for talking smack about her and he flew across the table.
Yes.
It's like finally, like Jess had said, a character get mad about his woman and be like, no, you will not in my presence. I love that.
It wasn't in front of her brothers and they're like, oh.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. To me, he seemed more like a true hero than these other ones. And just because he had so much depth and pining and love for her from the very beginning. So yeah, this one's my favorite so far.
I think this was my favorite hero so far.
Oh, I still like Anthony.
I'm still on Anthony. Or I don't even remember what it's called, but I'm still on number 6. Like that is my book for sure. But what's amazing,
his name's in the title.
Yeah, right.
Well, it does not matter. Once you know me long enough, you guys.
I don't do well with names either.
Oh man, I try so hard sometimes.
It's fine. I'm giving you a hard time.
I'm okay with that. I love it. Jess, you're my girl. It's okay. But yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, I feel like each book speaks to someone. That's why this set of books is so great because everybody's gonna find a favorite. So that's why I love what Julie Quinn did with this. Thanks, girl.
One of the things I really expected, like going into this one, was more of like a hot Scot. Like I wanted, even though they were just in Scotland, I'm like, so you ran to Scotland, and then what? Like, is there a
There's no Scotland in here?
Like, where's the kilts? Where's the sword? Where's the accent? What's going on? Like, there was nothing.
I almost forgot that they were in Scotland.
This was not there.
Yeah.
And there's a kilt on the cover of the one that Alicia had. Why is it?
It's like, dude, where is the man who's wearing this? It's like,
we were promised kilts. What happened?
I get it. It wasn't even like they kind of like glossed over it, where it was like they named all these things. What did they name it? Kilmartin, and it's like they named it all Kilmartin, and like, but their real name, last name was Sterling, and I'm like, okay, so is the Kilmartin part of the Scottish thing? Are we like gonna go to Scotland more, or what's going on? Are we eating
back in London?
Right. Like, and then we're back in London. I was like, this is not helping.
Like the biggest tease.
It was. I feel like she faked me out.
Yeah.
Right, because they didn't even have Scottish accents. They were, at least in the audience, they were still British. And so are they supposed to be Scottish?
I don't know. I didn't listen to this one. Yeah.
So I don't know.
See, everyone thinks the same thing. Where's my Scot?
Where's the Scot?
We got gypped.
Yeah.
Okay, so remind me again, guys. This was a scene where she went out with the guy in the courtyard, and he like attacked her, right? And she ended up taking care in the garden, right?
In the garden.
And she ended up taking care of herself. I was like, heck yeah, like I got this.
Oh, she was gonna kick him in the
right. And
she was going to, but he saved her before she could.
That's right.
Yes.
Right. I appreciated that, but I almost would have loved to see her kick some ass too. But yeah. So
yeah. I did think that this one, someone else just mentioned it in there about the steamy. I feel like this one, as far as the books we've read, had more steam factor. Maybe it's because there was so much like leading up to it. And it wasn't this like, oh, now we're married, we have to have sex to have a baby. Like there was like, we can have sex because we want to. And when he was like, I'm going to lay back and let you do this, I was like, yes.
Yes,
Thank
and there was
you,
more
Julia
steam
Quinn. Yes,
because she knew what she was doing, and she wasn't this, first-time virgin having to wait for her mother to tell her what happens on her wedding night. So it was more of a
had in like every single book.
Exactly.
Yes. So far. Yes.
Exactly.
There's a
This
nice
book just felt
variety.
completely different to me, and I think because of that, they were both experienced, and it was a dual effort. They both enjoyed it. Mm-hmm. They both participated.
Yes.
Yeah. Was there like, it was when they got stuck in the rain and then at that cabin, that was so funny, that whole scene. I think they were in the middle of fighting or something, and then they got stuck together and like forced proximity. Yes.
Yep.
This is a really good question. Do you think we'll see John and Francesca's courtship and marriage in season 1 or 2 of Bridgerton? What do you guys think?
Isn't she too young in season 1?
I don't think she's old enough, right? Because they don't get married till later, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
You know who would know is the Wallflowers. They would
know. It was 7 or 8 years after book 1.
Right.
And I don't know if they court that long. Because it's been like maybe it's been 6 years since, because were they married for 2 years and then he was gone for 4? Mm-hmm. It would have been 6 years since they got married, and it's 7 or 8 after Daphne, and so maybe. The timing of this one was really weird though, because it starts the same time as whose book? Penelope?
Collins and Penelope.
Yes. Right. So it starts before Eloise's book, which is just weird to me.
I actually enjoyed that part. I like how she integrated that they're getting married. Yeah.
It was just weird jumping like even further back in time. Like it doesn't start at the same time that Eloise's does. It starts before Eloise's does.
Yeah.
I thought that was weird.
It just kind of gives you like this is what else is going on while this is going on. I don't know. I kind of appreciated it. Like it was a time jump for me. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I liked it.
I had to think about it for a minute, because then when he's like goes to Scotland, just because that's apparently where people run away to. I mean, there's no accents, there's nothing, but they run to Scotland. And he's like, I'm here to tell you that Colin's getting married. And then it's like, oh, she gets a letter, and it's like, Eloise is getting married. And I had to go I was like, oh, wait a minute, this has already happened. Like I had to have a minute of like, I already knew this, but okay. Right. I needed a minute on it. But I thought it was cute. I thought it forced him. It gave him the reason to go to Scotland, and then to, be like, well, the two of them are getting married. Well, we should just get married and slip it on in there. No one's going to notice, like there's these 2 big society weddings, and then we'll just.
Oh yeah. And they didn't like invite anyone, right?
No, no, I think so. They'll just like, doo-doo-doo. And then there's us. And then there's us. Yeah.
Right.
I did like that.
Mm-hmm. And she'd already had the big wedding, so she was just like, I don't need this again. Yeah.
I would like to see her and John, because it does seem like from the prologue or the chapters that ripped our hearts out that they had a good marriage, right? It seemed like
they were very happy.
They were very happy, and they were comfortable, and just, I mean.
Did it just like, don't you just love it when she went to the tombstone and like she's putting flowers on there and telling like John how much she loved Michael, and it just like was so sweet how he ended up finding out that she loved. I liked that part a lot. I thought it was really sweet. And then he's like, "Oh, you love me?" And it was, I don't know. I thought that was a really cute part.
I thought it was sweet when he thought about like, oh, Michael would be happy.
Yeah.
Like Michael wouldn't have wanted, or not Michael, John wouldn't have wanted us to be unhappy. Like he would have wanted this. And then he was like, oh, like this weight had been kind of, I think, lifted.
When he hears her, isn't she like talking to his portrait or something? And she was like saying, oh, he's never gonna be the one. And that was so sad because Michael was there and heard it. That's what I think Tess brought up that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was sweet. Cena John's grave. That's so cute.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yes. I liked the letters that it was like written back and forth. It's like
And like never sent letters.
yeah, like the never sent letters that he wasn't he wasn't responding back to her when he was in India, apparently getting a very deep tan.
I love
they brought that up like 2 or 3 times about how tan he was after he came back from India.
Yeah.
I loved how she was like, why didn't you write a letter? And he's like, by the time the letter would have showed up, I would have been here at the same time.
Yeah.
So I came.
Kind of like how it is today with the postal system. The same.
Yeah, Jess, that package is coming.
Is it? Oh my gosh. Things are stuck in places for weeks now. So
Yeah.
No, and I'm just like, I sent it last Saturday. But yeah, that's another story.
okay.
I had a favorite line. Did you guys want me to do? I feel like I pull favorite lines, but this was in the first epilogue. It's okay to do from the first epilogue.
Okay. Yes, because that's where mine one is. That's where my favorite line is too. So it might be actually the same one.
We have the same. I cried when I heard this because as a mom, I could see me saying something like this, and it says, "I hope you will not think me foolish when I also extend my thanks. Thank you, Michael, for letting my son love her first."
Mm-hmm.
Like I
really like that one. Yeah,
I was just like, oh my gosh, like that is so sweet. Like, yeah, okay. Sorry, I had to throw in my one-liners. I feel like I pull them from every book.
No, I like that one too a lot.
I liked that one. I liked the 2 little old ladies, the 2 moms who kind of swept in, and it wasn't Violet, but it was these 2 moms, and both of them had lost. They've lost this person, and it just, I don't know. I liked the moms. I liked someone like taking care of her. Someone just asked what we thought of the malaria.
I'm reading her note right now.
Oh,
author's note about it.
There was something. So I listened to the Bridgerton 2000 Lit Wallflowers Ladies podcast about Julia Quinn talking, I think, about this, how she would go to her husband and say, like, so if I gave him malaria and then this happened, would he live? And he just kept saying, like, no. And it's like, if I gave him malaria and then he did this, would he live? No. And if I gave him this, would he live? And then he's like, okay, maybe. And, that's how she did, like, kind of some of the research for some of this. But I liked it because I think it brought the 2 of them together. It gave them a thing to, not a secret, maybe it is, I guess, a secret, but like something that brought them together as a way that she could nurse him, she could help him and be there for him and worry about him. Whereas I don't think he had that before, And and when he got sick the second or third time and it wasn't actually the malaria, I was like, dear God, he better not die.
Right.
Like, if she kills him,
my gosh.
I'm gonna be so pissed. And we're gonna be done, Julia Quinn.
Yeah.
We break up because
she definitely had me on the edge of my seat.
Oh, right? What did you think, Harriet? Did you think she was going to kill him that second time with the malaria or something else? No,
I don't think we were so far into the book, so I didn't think that she would kill him. So I was okay.
Okay.
But as someone who has experienced malaria, reading this book before I read the note, I was rolling my eyes like, bruh. What is this? Like, how long is he having malaria? Because coming from an equatorial place, it doesn't quite take a long time. You just get sick for like a week, you take medicine, and then you'll be fine. But this one was like, he'd come back for like, what, a month? And he was falling sick.
And like every year it would come back. Yeah.
And it kept recurring. I'm like, this I don't know this. I don't know this.
Right.
But then I read the author's note, which was really good to like expound on it so that people could actually know what it was. Because in the book they was talking about it just being, the air, not really saying that it's because of the parasite. So that was really good. So I appreciated that. And also mentioning that John died because of a brain aneurysm. She didn't just like leave us that he just slept and then died. So that was good.
Yeah, I agree. I thought I personally don't know enough or a lot about Valeria, so I was like, is this just because he gets it every year because this is the time period? I'm like, don't we have some kind of medicine for this now? Like, when you go places that they give you a shot so you can't get it, and then you can take the quinine, and he just, I don't know. I didn't feel like I knew enough about it to be like that worried. And then when he got something the second time, I was like, oh God, no. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I'm the same with Alicia. I just didn't know enough about it. So I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And but I also assume, like, in this time period, people get a paper cut and they die from it, you know, because you get like a paper cut and then you touch like a horse poop and then you get like a staph infection and you die. So I go down that road of like, you're gonna.
Because they didn't have penicillin in an Outlander. She like made penicillin so that she could like help save people, and they didn't even have a way to like inject things. I mean, this was in the 1700s in Outlander, but they didn't have like a syringe. Like they had no way to inject stuff into you to even make you better. So just the lack of medicine and knowledge as a whole is just like.
I mean, they had tea. They had tea leaves. They had a bunch of tea leaves.
Philip with his herbs.
Yeah, the other, the willow bark. Like, you know, they try to, and then leeches. Like, I was reading some other historical romance and they were like talking about leeches. And I was like, oh God, that sounds really bad. You know, like this is, you know, so in my mind, when he had the malaria, I was just like, oh man, honor. Like, you are not coming back from that. Right. And so I didn't know enough.
Didn't they find out later, like bleeding is really bad for a person? I mean, I don't know much about medicine, but I was thinking like when they used to bleed them, isn't that like
it was bloodletting. So they thought that, you know, they can just do bloodletting and you should be okay. And like it would just like take out the bad blood and you'd be okay. But then they were like, yeah, that's not helping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They also got a lot of
put any more back in you, so they couldn't really do transfusions. So.
Yeah, and how did they know that bad blood is coming out? You don't know. You're just taking people's blood out. Like, seems like stuff you.
It's that witchery and witch beliefs, and
I was gonna say like exorcising demons. They thought that everybody had a demon inside of them when they were sick.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I think somebody just wrote that they have a tiny complaint that the book was called that it wasn't that he was wicked, but he wasn't wicked enough. And
he was a rake, but they didn't show that.
No.
And I don't think he was when he fell in love. Didn't he say like he hadn't been with someone in those 4 years, or am I making that up?
Yeah, he did. He did say that.
No, I thought he was with women to try to forget her.
I thought that was before he left for India.
Right,
though.
like before he was in India.
But when he was in India, didn't he have an interlude with a princess?
Yeah, but she was trying to kill him. So maybe because
I thought like they got together and then she tried to kill him. Like, I don't know. Am I wrong, guys?
I thought that too.
Maybe I didn't read that right.
There was a princess.
She was something though.
I thought she was
trying to kill him.
I missed that.
I totally missed that. I didn't realize there was a princess that tried to kill him.
Wasn't it more like of a joke between them when she was like calling him wicked because of his rakish ways, and that's why she like didn't want to marry him? Like everyone was talking about him. Oh, he's a rake. You don't want him. Like,
yeah, I think it's because of the game that they used to play when she would ask him, tell me something wicked. But him as a character, I just feel like he was a tease. He wasn't wicked. He was a tease. That's why he was flirting with Violet. So
yeah. Well, I mean, if also she'd only been with John, him being like, I've been with 2 other people, would be like, whoa, you are getting around, you know, like that could be the wicked portion of it. Yeah, I thought it was cute. So I liked this one.
Yeah.
I did like when I think is it another birthday party for Violet that was in here? I feel like she's always having birthday parties.
Yes.
They went to it and like she couldn't stop watching him. And this was before she realized she liked him. She was like, oh, he's gonna dance with her and everyone's talking about him and everyone's asking me about him and it's annoying. And they're like, why? You're his friend. She's like, but it's annoying. And I was like, because you're jealous. And she didn't realize it yet. I love that.
Yep. That was cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I think it was at that party when they were talking with Kate, Sophie, and I think Eloise.
Mhm.
And Eloise was like, if she was to get married to him, there's no way he could get around because she would hurt him. So I thought that was really funny.
I really enjoyed when Michael was hitting on Violet. I don't know why. When he was just like, hey, how you doing?
Oh, was it the party we've already seen? And that makes sense because I'm like, if she like, did they just throw a huge party every year? Yeah. It might have been the same party we'd already seen.
Yeah,
I don't get the timeline sometimes when it's all.
I'm bad with the timeline too. Yeah. I did think the "Come Ride the Pony" thing was pretty funny because it felt very like not like all the rest of the books, right? With the other ones, it's like the woman lays there and it happens. Yeah,
it's like that playful.
Yeah,
term.
Like it's actually happening. Yeah, it made me think of that old Genuine song. Have you guys ever heard like where it's in Magic Mike?
Oh no.
Yes, that's what that made me think about all the time. When I read that line, I was singing that song in my head.
Yes, that's your theme song.
It is. It totally is. And I did a ride today. I did a Peloton that had that song in it, and I was like, yes, it is my theme song.
You can't not think of Magic Mike when you hear that song, though.
Right.
True.
Completely side note, nothing to do with the book. Did you ever watch that show, The Lip Sync Battle, where Jenna Dewan did that song?
Yeah.
Okay. The best. Yes. I bow down.
So, and because isn't Jenna married to Channing Tatum?
They divorced.
They're divorced.
Yeah.
Okay, but they were married, right?
They were.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Stand Up, which is the best movie ever.
He has a twin who's on TikTok. He has a twin, not blood related.
But what it looks like him.
If you looked at him for the first time, you wouldn't know that they were not related. I'm telling you, he has a twin. And so he's on TikTok and this is the song that comes on every time. And he's a stripper. Oh. This is what he does for a living. So of course he makes big bank because he looks like Channing Tatum.
Channing Tatum was a stripper.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I say he looks like him, I'm hesitant to say he almost looks better than Channing Tatum.
Really? After this, I don't know what I need to put into the Google to find this man, but you're going to send it to us.
I'm going to send it to you because the first time I saw him, I really felt like a dirty old lady. I was like, oh, damn. I had to do a double take. And then I had to go research and see if he had a brother somewhere. So, yeah. So,
and then you had to find out how old he was.
Yeah. I'll send it to you.
Everyone wants this now. You're going to have to post this.
Right? It's going to be the next big post.
Okay. But when you all start following, when you fall down the rabbit hole for TikTok, disclaimer, it is not my fault.
No, you can't blame me for that.
I'm not on TikTok, so.
I wasn't until I saw him.
Or something? Can I just look at it?
You can just look at it. I don't post anything. I can look at it.
About TikTok. I don't know.
I just watch the videos. They're like 30-second, 60-second videos. Total complete waste of time in your life. And
Natasha, Bianca is asking, what were you searching for when you found him?
I was Bianca, I promise I wasn't searching anything. I was brand new to TikTok. And I was scrolling and it showed up on my page and I was like, holy shit.
She must have been looking at something else and then the Google ad bot.
It popped up.
I may or may not stalk Channing Tatum. Whatever, maybe, I don't know. Google picked up on that, but yeah, so. All right, so let's talk about this trailer.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
I haven't watched it, but.
Tess.
Oh no.
Yeah, thank you. His name is Will Parfait. Thank you, Tess.
Thank you.
Are we going to ruin anything, Jess? You haven't watched it yet?
I was gonna film a reaction and I just didn't have time, so I was waiting to be able to film it when I watched it, and then I just never did. So I'll watch it today. You guys go ahead and talk about it.
Well, it's really funny because I did a reaction video and my whole reaction was this.
I watched everybody's reaction video. Everybody's so cute reacting to this trailer because I'm over here like, yeah.
It's really because it's one of those things like you want to focus so you don't miss anything.
Miss
but
anything,
like,
yes.
Unless you like stop, and I wasn't gonna stop it. I'm like, you get chills watching this thing, so it is not pausing. You're going through the whole thing. But let's talk about the length. I've never seen a trailer be 3 minutes long. I mean, is that like a long trailer, or is that just me?
That's normally like movie trailers.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've seen a show have that long of a trailer, but I usually don't watch show trailers.
Right. Movie trailers are 2-3 minutes.
They're really blitzing it though. Like it's like all over my Goodreads. Like it's the background. They've got like things in Times Square, and then they've got like bus station ads that Julia Quinn has been posting too. So I mean, they're really trying. And then
it's Shonda, so
yeah.
Everybody wants Jess to do a live reaction right now.
Right.
3 minutes though. I don't want you sitting here staring at me for 3 minutes.
You guys, you gotta film it for her.
They will. They will if you ask them to.
I'll film my reaction video tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow.
Yeah.
But
I loved it, but I'm still struggling with Daphne's character. I'm just struggling. I don't know if it's just her. I feel like there's a disconnect somewhere between her and Simon. I'm just not quite. I have to watch the show because I'm just not getting it yet.
I feel like Benedict and Anthony look too much alike, and every time I see them, I'm like, I don't know which one's which.
I think Anthony has the bigger mutton chop.
Does he?
And that's how I feel like.
Very like
it is very swooshy. Like, I don't know
time period. Yeah. Who decided on that hairstyle?
It is very swooshy, and I feel like Colin has a rounder face, like more of a baby face. So that's how
I know who Colin is. Like, he looks, yeah,
I'm like picking them out like that. I guess
they do look like brothers, so they did a good job. But
they did a good job. I liked how they kind of set up like with the like fake romance thing. How saying like. Okay, sorry, Jess. Now it's getting really specific.
It's okay.
How they like talk about, oh, there's Chris.
Hey guys.
Hey.
How's it going?
Good. Hey Harriet.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good.
Nice to meet you finally.
Right?
Yeah.
I did like the side. Everyone Jessen says like, what about the side Anthony's sideburns? I like them. Like I enjoy like a manly man like that. So
sideburns back then, is that like a thing that was in that time period? I don't know.
I don't know.
So much though. It's just very thick.
It's just all the hair. I'm like, why?
Okay, so here's the thing though, because I'm going to go back to Natasha's thing. Let's pretend Simon isn't just incredibly beautiful, and let's pretend he's not incredibly awesome. Who would they have casted as Daphne? Because I feel like Simon's going to upstage everybody. So, I mean, like, I don't know if Daphne, you know what I mean? Like, I think any actress would have struggled with partnering to Simon, because Simon is going to be an awesome character. Like, he's going to be a loved character. So, I don't know. I think that would have been a hard cast. What do you think?
I don't remember anything about what Daphne looked like. So
yeah, she didn't have.
Someone did say she had dark hair. Was Daphne? Did Daphne have dark hair?
Like brown.
Okay. None of the girls look alike whatsoever. So I think that's interesting for them to have done that.
But the Featherington girls all have like that same kind of blonde, reddish hair, blondish red, and then pale skin. So I liked the music, the costumes. I mean, like the scenery of it is just
gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
Right. Speaking of like the money that they're putting into this though, did you see Goodreads? It was like all over Goodreads too, the ads.
Yeah, they're spending a lot of money in advertising for this.
You guys, this is going to be the next, what is it? Downton Abbey. I just have this feeling this is going to be as big or bigger than Downton. And I feel like that to them will just kick off this whole like
I hope it does.
romance genre. I hope so, because I mean, gosh, it needs to be like, it's
They
just
keep on buying all these YA books right now, like Shadow and Bone stuff just dropped. There's a ton of book deals for all these young adult series.
God, Gary's having a connection.
oh my gosh.
Gary's having a seizure.
Oh. oh my gosh, you guys, I love the romance genre so much, and I love my historical romance, but let's be honest, I am fantasy romance through and through. If I could talk probably about 2 hours about fantasy romance, so just throw that out there. Sorry.
It's all right. Romance is romance, whether it's a vampire or a alien, a blue alien, or an old-fashioned rake.
That's right. It's all good. I actually love it all. So hey, yeah, that's great. But yeah, no, I'm really pumped about the Shadow and Bone series. I know that has nothing to do with this, but yeah, if you guys listen to Lee Bardugo or anything like that, it's her Shadow and Bones and Crows. Just to throw that out there, guys.
I enjoyed Six of Crows.
What?
I enjoyed Six of Crows.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was gonna ask you, did you ever read The Witcher?
The Witcher?
Yes.
No, I haven't.
I did watch the first couple of shows in the series.
Okay.
That's some dark shit right there. That was Alicia, you need to watch that.
That was good.
I did.
Did you like it?
I liked it because I like that kind of. That's my jam. So I could see how you could not like it, but I did. It's my jam, and I think he's beautiful, Henry Cavill.
So hot.
I think he's beautiful. So that I had to listen to it really loud because I feel like he's a very much like a low, mumbly kind of talker. So I had it up like super loud, and my husband was like, "What are you watching?" I'm like, "Yeah." And then he's like, "Why don't you just put this on your headphones and watch it on your?" So I ended up watching it with like my headphones.
You know what I want? I want a really good Viking romance.
Oh, there's like a book or like a show?
A book. I've seen the show. I've watched the Vikings. That if you guys haven't seen that, oh my God, so good. The Last Kingdom on Netflix. The guy's name is Uhtred. So they say Uhtred, son of Uhtred, and it's just he's so fucking hot. Like he is just like, oh my God. And the sex scenes, girl, hot.
Okay.
They are
really. Yeah. If anybody knows of any good Viking romances, I want to dip my toes into that because the shows were so good that I'm like, I could totally.
Joanna Lindsay has one, Hearts of Flame. I really like that one.
Oh, I actually got that because of you, and I haven't read it yet. So maybe I'll read that one. I do have it.
Yeah, she's from like a family of Vikings. So, and then they go to like take over someone, and she gets kidnapped.
Oh my God! All right,
Justin says The Last Kingdom.
The Last Kingdom is so good. Yes, Uhtred, son of Uhtred of Bebbanburg. Yes, I'm telling you guys to watch that show. It's so good.
Okay.
Is it Netflix?
Well, because Carrie doesn't get Netflix, so you got to pick something not on Netflix.
I'm getting, this is the problem now, guys. I'm getting Netflix for the Bridgerton stuff, and then 6 months later is the Shadow and Bone series. So I've got to like keep it.
Keep it.
Just
keep it. So
join the rest of the world, Carrie, and get Netflix.
Yep. You know what? I've got the books. I'm happy in my corner.
No, I'm telling you, the shows are good too. Like, you know, you need a little break too. It's, even though we binge books and not binge Netflix, but
so the Last Kingdom is that on Netflix? The Last Kingdom is Netflix, Chris?
Yes, it's so good. Like, just get past like the first episode because it's like really gory. The first episode,
that's fine.
But after that, oh my God, it's so good. You guys will thank me later.
That's fine. I'm okay with that. Someone else mentioned the one on the History Channel, the Vikings one on the History Channel.
That one is amazing.
I liked it. I liked it.
A Game of Thrones fan, and you like that, but this has, for me, honestly, and it's surprising. I think they're like the cinematics of Vikings is better than Game of Thrones. Like it's just more realistic, like the costumes, the area where they filmed, like it feels like you're like legit a Viking. Like I want to be a Viking. Like it's that good. Yes.
That's hardcore.
It's so good. And in the Vikings on the show from on the History Channel, the characters are actual Vikings that have like historical past, like
they're actual based on
actually.
Yes. Yep.
Okay. I didn't know that. I've watched the show, but I did not know they were based on real people. I thought it was all made up. Nope. I was like, no one's really living like this, right?
They're real. They're real. Like Ivar, the crippled one who like takes over. He was legit real. Like he was a real Viking. It's really good.
Okay.
Someone said this to me the other day. Just FYI.
Oh, really? Well, I think it's not that your hair is short. It's the length of your hair. I feel like
I remind them of Claire from Outlander, and I was like, "That's really sweet." I want to read the books before I dive into like the series because I feel like everybody says the books are better, so I don't want to dive into the series because then once I know what happens, I kind of get bored with the books.
Oh, I liked knowing. I read the first one when I was halfway through the first series, the first season. And I liked that because of all the political stuff. It like helped me grasp it more. So
smart. Yeah. Okay, cool. That's good to know.
And Carrie, if you're gonna channel your inner Claire, I just want you to know she's a badass. So you're just gonna have to be a badass.
You're gonna have to use swear words and like save people, right? And like patch them up when they're like bleeding, and then you gotta kill somebody, like do a mercy killing, right? Yeah. Because like somebody's dying and bleeding out, and you're gonna kill them.
You guys could totally see me doing that.
Yeah, right.
I want to read Outlander too. I watched the series, I watched the show, but I haven't read them. I have all of them, but
and how she will go to the end of the earth to save Jamie. You're gonna have to do that.
No, listen, I liked all of them up until they moved to the United States.
I don't care about the United States and all that.
Either. The whole colonial shit, I can't stand it. Like I can't. Once he had like that little piece of land and they had that scene where they're like standing at the mountain and they take that big zoom and I'm like, this is gonna suck. And sure enough, like that whole and with the daughter and the husband and
that guy, what was his name? The like awful guy,
the guy who raped her. I know. After that, it kind of like just went downhill for me a little bit. I mean, Jamie's still hot.
We'll take Jamie all day long.
Still hot.
Annie said she hasn't read it. She needs to read it.
And, we should. Chris, this is totally backtracking, but my girl Adrienne Young, it's YA fantasy, but she wrote a Viking one. She wrote Sky in the Deep.
Oh, I saw that in your last video. Check out Carrie's video. Last video was really good. Rex. It was good. It was good. You had all 5-star reads. They were like really good.
Thank you. So did anybody
remember that one? Because it had like a Viking like hammer or something on the cover of it, right?
Right. It's Sky in the Deep by Adrienne Young. So that was her first book, and I was so impressed. She like killed her first book. But I guess, there's a lot of YA authors who actually have done really well with their first book too. Caravel was just phenomenal as well. So
didn't you read Fable? I saw you posted like your like December read. Okay, so what did you think about it?
I loved it.
Yay.
Because I love pirate romances, and it was so much like at sea and with their like ship and the ending. I went and requested the second one on NetGalley. We'll see if I get approved.
Okay. So now I have to read it because now Carrie loved it and you loved it. So now I have to read it.
And Adrienne Young posted like a little photo of a specific scene underwater that I loved. And it was like an exclusive photo you got when you pre-ordered the book. And I'm just like, well, I want that though. It was so good.
Can I show it? Do you want to see it? Should I show it, Jess? The photo?
Yes,
no, I thought she posted it.
Oh, here's
you can show it. I love that.
So pretty.
It was like exclusive only for people who had pre-ordered it. And I was like, okay.
Oh, that's nice.
And then she signs the copy, guys. And I had her, because Jess will understand this now, I had her sign it to the Gem of the Sea.
Oh. I don't know what that means, but it sounds pretty.
It sounds pretty, yeah.
Jess, you get it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because once you read it, you'll understand. But yeah. I created. I made that up, and I was like, oh, I want her to sign it for me like that.
So Harriet, do you read any books like that? Any like pirate romances?
No, I haven't read those.
So what
Oh
kind
my
of
gosh, you
what
need
kind
to
of
read one.
romance do you read?
Contemporary romance mostly, and a bit of YA.
Okay.
Yeah.
I need you to read Captured by Beverly Jenkins. I need you to read that one.
Okay.
I need you to read that one.
Natasha, she's gonna tell you what to read.
Yeah, Harriet, you got a job to do because
You got a job.
I'm open for any reads you guys want me to read. I will do that.
And then you're gonna write an essay and hand it to Jessica so she can grade it.
I do not have any more essays to grade. I'm good.
Oh my god.
I don't want to grade anything. I just want to know your
off
thoughts.
on spring break.
What are you reading besides the next book in the series? It's In His Kiss. What are you reading besides that, Harriet?
Villain by L.J. Shen.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
There's
what I'm
drama
planning
with
to
audition right
read.
now. So.
Oh,
I read what Jess posted, that article. I was like, oh my God.
Are you
I
liking
do not-
it, Harriet?
Wait, what happened?
Yeah,
I
we're
want to
all
know what
confused.
happened.
There's speculation that she bullies a lot of people. She steals her her covers, like her alternate covers for The Hunter and the Villain, are literally the selection series. Her street team goes after people. She kicks people out if they give any of her books a bad rating, and then she like sends people after them, and like it's a lot. I posted a link to a review that someone posted about like everything about it.
Yeah.
So
Go read that.
Check that out.
Ooh.
But
Very
are you
deep.
like,
Sends people after, like the mafia? Like about a book?
like just like messaging them, sending them nasty things, like blocking them from groups, and
No.
it's like
So now where are these people posting negative comments about her book that she has access to like block them?
like they'll post a bad review on Goodreads. Like her one that was in Ireland, it has like the snow globe on the cover. It was awful, so bad. And so like people were giving it bad reviews because I thought it was not that good. And then they would like kick them out of their street team, block their posts on any of her Facebook groups. Like they would be like promoting her new book, and then they would like not let them post because they like didn't want them to be a part of anything anymore.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's no good.
She got her own book gang.
Yeah.
It's like really bad that everything's coming out. A lot of other authors are coming forward and saying like things have happened. So
With her.
yes.
Wow.
Fernanda asked if we have read From Blood and Ash. She said,
Yeah.
Fangs are back, people.
Wait, I'm gonna.
I think we have.
Okay,
I think we have.
I've got a thing about that, and I'll let everybody else talk first. But yeah.
Oh no, share, because I love that book. What you gotta say, boo?
that I am not reading that book until all four are out, because this is why. This is why.
Because she does the cliffhanger.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't deal with that. I cannot deal. She did that to me before with her.
You can read book 2.
Oh, she's done that
Yeah,
to
but
me
there's a
with two
cliffhanger in that
series.
too.
No, she did it to me with 2 other series too. It was the spinoff for Wicked, which she's doing a movie of, which I'm very excited about. And then she did it for me for Blood and Fury and Storms. It was like the spinoff to her White Hot Kiss series. And they're all cliffhangers. And I'm like, I'm not playing that game anymore. I'm waiting till you're done.
The Blood and Ash is so good though.
I know it's gonna be good. I already know. Like I know it's good.
Yes, I know it's so good. I don't know, and I've seen a lot of people say that they don't like it.
The beginning's just slow.
I didn't think it was slow because she's in the tavern and they got the lady there. Oh, sorry.
I haven't read it either. It's on my TBR, but
Book 2, I wasn't a fan of because that was way too slow.
Yeah, I started
definitely a bridge book, so
I need to finish book 2.
It was annoying.
Yeah,
what they insinuated would happen in the next book at the end of book 1 isn't going to happen until book 3, and I'm like, why did we need this book 2?
What do you mean? What they insinuated? Wait, now I have
where they were going to go and
Oh, it doesn't have
It was literally their entire journey to that.
Yeah.
I thought they would get there in the beginning. Like
and they don't get there. They don't get there.
No, not until the very, very end.
Oh, that's so stupid,
right?
Yeah.
Another cliffhanger.
Yeah, another cliffhanger. Yeah. So, if anyone asked about Fernanda was the one who asked about that. So, sorry, Fernanda, if we ruined your day.
You have thousands of books. You
I
can
know.
book 1 and 2 and fill your time with some of the books you have on your shelf. And by that time, book 3 and 4 would have definitely come out.
Girl, this is going to take me a whole 2 decades. There's no way.
Exactly. So pick up from Blood and Ash.
Girl, it's you know me though. I like for the fact I was able to hang. Thank goodness, like the what is it? Fable. It's coming out in 6 months, or else I would be like, oh my gosh,
in March.
Yes, it's so nice. She's coming out in 6 months.
So has anybody read this?
I have. And it was good, but the ending was obvious, so I was a little disappointed.
Oh,
she's not done. Are you not done?
No, I'm on page 30. Look how pretty this bookmark I got. Look. Wait, can you see it? It has
pretty.
Oh.
So flower in there. I don't know if you can see it. Where is it?
Cute.
Right?
It looks like Natasha's snow globe.
See the butterfly?
Right. We made that. I'm not gonna lie though. I posted a story and she hearted it, and I was just so pumped that she hearted one of my.
Oh my God, I love Colleen Hoover. I don't understand who does not like her.
Yeah, you have to go. You guys have to go look at her stories because her and her mom like bicker back and forth on her stories.
And her sister too.
Oh, it's so funny. She's like, yeah, go bug my mom and tell her what a bad mom she is. And it's literally like so, and they're just joking with each other. But it's
her and Taryn. When her and Taryn Fisher go back and forth and how much they love each other, and then they like joke with each other. I think that's like the cutest. They're so cute. So, okay, who has not read Colleen Hoover?
I've read her, but I haven't read that particular book yet.
Yeah, me too.
Alicia, you haven't read Colleen Hoover?
No,
girl.
I'm first. I have one. I have It Ends With Us. I have that one.
That one's good.
I read it.
What did you say, Jess? What was your favorite?
It Ends With Us is one of my favorites of all time.
Really?
Yeah, that was
like
good.
Favorite books or favorite Colleen Hoover?
It's one of my favorite books of all time.
All right.
No, but technically it's like not a romance. Technically.
Yeah, no, it's not.
But
It's good though.
Jess, here's my question.
It was my favorite though.
If you did a video of your favorites of all time, I would so be curious about what you would put on there. I would be
I've
like,
done that before. I haven't done one in a while, but
then I've got to look back. I watch you. It's just one of those things where I'm like, I probably missed one.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been a couple years, I think, since I've done one.
My favorite Colleen is Ugly Love. Like, love that book.
Okay. Well, Justin likes it. Y'all like it. Jess likes it. I have it. I have no real excuse. at this point.
There is a romance, though. That's in there.
It's very tiny. It's a very tiny romance.
I can't spoil anything for you, but there is a romance.
Confess was good. Which one is the one with the art studio? The painter.
Isn't that Confess?
Is it Confess?
Yeah.
It is.
Maybe Someday is my other favorite though.
Maybe Someday was great. Is that the one with the deaf guy?
Yeah.
Hopeless
the one.
good too. Hopeless is really good. So good. Have you
read them, Harriet?
If you like the Archer's song, right? Is that it? Archer's song, the voice of Archer. What is it?
Archer's voice.
If you like Archer's voice, you will like that. What's the name of it? Damn it, I forget titles. The deaf kid. What is it?
Maybe someday.
Maybe someday. If you liked Archer's voice, you'll like that one. Maybe someday. Yes.
Okay.
I'm horrible with titles. So bad.
We already went through this with me.
Yeah.
You can't beat me. Like I didn't even know my favorite character's name in book 6, and it was apparently on the title. So should we go in, you guys, and pick who is going to be the winner of the do you want to do let's do the whatchamacallits first.
Okay. Yeah, if you haven't won a bookmark,
There we go.
So we have 5 instead of just drawing names. If you haven't won a bookmark, we feel like there's been a bunch of people at the same time, and we want to make sure. So if you have not won a bookmark, just kind of comment that you haven't won one yet, and the first 5 people will get the bookmark. And Chris, what did you think of this book since you joined a little bit late? What did you think?
I liked it.
What's the rating?
I think book 6 was probably my favorite. I would probably give this like close to a 4, maybe like 3.9. It wasn't bad. I liked it, but
it wasn't bad.
No, it was good. I just think it was like it took too long for them to like figure out that they had feelings for each other. Like even like when they were sitting down and at the park on the bench, I think they were on a bench, and like she like looked at him like they were too close, and I'm like, really? Like you never thought about it, like ever?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
She was a married woman.
Yeah,
her husband was dead for 4 years. Like you gotta have an itch within 4 years. Like I get it, but something's got to be itchy after 4 years, right?
Is Alicia, are you ready to down, babe?
I got him. Yeah,
okay,
I got him. So Tiffany, Jocelyn, Fantastically Taboo Books, Caitlin, and Anne Marie.
There you go.
If you 5 could direct message Chris, she's our postmaster. But keep in mind, I know that we're all wrapped up in the holiday. There was a huge snowstorm, right, Christina? Are you like snowed in? And she's in New York
today, but yeah.
So it's going to be a little bit late, maybe, or they're not. Maybe we'll go out this week. They'll maybe go out the following week. And with the U.S. Postal, if you're waiting for it for Christmas, it might not happen.
No, it's not happening.
It's definitely not going to happen. But know that.
Yeah.
Chris, I love that description. Well, thank you, Annie. I try.
And so we had talked about we're going to do one book today on the live chat, and then we have a couple left, right, Christina? We have like 4 or 5 left.
What, the books?
Books? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going downstairs, but I have a box full of books downstairs. How many more do you have? It's either 4 or 5 books left.
Okay.
We have 3.
We have book plates left too, and we still have magnets, and we still have bookmarks, but we have 2 more weeks left. So I have to split them and see. And I want us to give some away to the Discord, because I see
that's exactly what we were just talking about. Yeah.
Right. And there's people that are so active in the Discord, but for whatever reason, like time or they don't join our live, so they miss out on the prizes. So we'll do. Are you okay, Jess? Did you just
no the comment? My sweatshirt.
You're never gonna get it.
Did
you get it in like February?
It took a month.
Oh.
It was
crazy. I missed something. What did I miss?
In my video I posted yesterday, I talked about how a sweatshirt I ordered took literally a month to get here, and I complained about it.
Oh, well, yeah, that sucks. Yeah. But how many book shirts and sweaters do you have, Jess? Do you have like 15 minutes?
A lot, but when it says it's gonna get here by a certain day and they don't, I get annoyed.
Yeah.
So.
Speaking of shipping.
Oh, sorry.
Hello Lovely has like the fastest shipping.
Literally,
I mean, I ordered something from them and got a notice the same day and got my shirt, a week later. I was like, damn. So yeah.
Today.
Yeah. It's so cute, by the way.
I love Hello Lovey.
See, I have my Read Romance, Fight the Patriarchy.
Oh yeah.
This one is from the Jordine. I love it. We're gonna support small
business. Yeah.
Love it.
Love it. What is it?
So Sarah asked me.
Just 15.
Sarah from Instagram, Sarah Verity.
Sarah Verity, yeah.
She asked me what was the deal with Amazon, because last week I was like, shop Amazon's like, oh wait, no, don't shop Amazon. Shop your local small business. And she was like, what's the deal with that? So I explained it to her how, and for anyone else who's out there that is not privy to why so many people are pro small businesses because Amazon, obviously they buy and sell in bulk. And so they're able to offer books and other items at discounts. And it hurts the small businesses because they don't get to purchase items and sell them at the prices that Amazon does because it's such a huge distributor of goods. So they make tons and tons of money where other like small bookstores are closing because they can't afford to stay open with the competition of Amazon. And then you get the 2-day Prime. You don't have to leave your house. And those small bookstores can't pay their rent. So that's why they say shop local.
And I'm not going to lie, guys. The post office is not being able to keep up with demand. I love the post office. Don't get me wrong. But I don't think if you guys do order Amazon, I don't think it's going to come in time. Like, I'm just throwing it out there just to save your guys' Christmas. If you need something, please go to a small business because I don't know if shipping is in right now. Well, for us in Cali anyway, it's out. So it might be different in your local areas, obviously. But yeah, small businesses. Definitely a good way to go. With that being said, what book plates are we giving away today? Are we doing any book plates or?
Put them in the Discord because I feel like we don't give enough there. And then do we want to do one book today in the here, and then we'll do one book in the Discord.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, and then we'll take stock at what we have left, and if we need to supplement with buying one from the university bookstore that Julia Quinn signs from, so that we could do maybe 2 a week for the next 3 weeks. Do one in the chat, one in the Discord for the next 3 weeks. And if that puts us, so we have to supplement by having one of the ones from her signed, we'll make it work. I think that's the best way that's the way to do it. Because I feel like we need to give the girls in the Discord, and not everyone can come and hang. Even though we are fun, we are lovely.
Even though we have a good time.
Next week, we are on Christina's channel. What? And it's my book. I'm going to read this one. Yay! I will read it tomorrow or the next day so that I'm not like late to the Discord like this week. Ooh, do you have the step back?
Let me see that.
Whose book is this?
I love that.
Hyacinth.
Ooh, that's pretty.
That is pretty.
I wonder if that is what she, like, if that's true to her body and face and stuff. Because, the other one.
None of them are.
I know the other one they said, Penelope doesn't look like that. I wonder if that's really what Hyacinth.
Wasn't this book supposed to be like a Scottish dude? And it wasn't.
Yeah, he was not. We had this conversation about how he was like not Scotland.
Yeah. Where was he? Like, I was expecting like a Highlander.
No, there was no Highlander.
And
he got gypped.
He was like weak and filled with malaria. Like, what the hell? Where was
I still love him.
Yeah, he was all right. I was expecting a Highlander. I was expecting like some, because even last week you were like, "Oh, we're going to Scotland," and I'm like,
"Yes, I know." Why is there a kilt on the cover if we're not getting a Highlander?
Give me a redhead, a hairy red. Not that I like hairy.
Not
guys.
everybody's Jamie.
That's what I picture when I see a Scottish dude and like big.
Real quick, Jocelyn had commented for the link to the Discord. Jocelyn, if you could reach out to any of us on Instagram, we'll send you the invite to the Discord.
Yeah, hit me up because I have it still in my copy and paste. I just gave it to somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
But what one of us will go into the Discord and say, everyone who commented in the Wicked chat in the Discord by 3 or 4 tomorrow, to give people a chance to chat, to do it tomorrow too. And I'll just throw them in a spinner wheel and I'll record it and y'all can see who wins. So
yeah, I'll post it in there when we finish up tonight.
Natasha.
Okay, so who wants to choose for the book?
Harriet. Hey. Harriet gets to pick.
Harriet, you got the pressure now.
You got the pressure.
So
you got to close your eyes and scroll until you pick somebody you land on.
Okay.
No pressure.
Yeah. Pressure. No pressure. I know, right?
Tess.
Yes.
Tesladon?
Yes.
Woo!
Oh, yeah.
Yay! That makes me so happy, Tess. Woohoo!
Yes.
Yes, so Tess, DM Chris your address, and she can tell you what we have left, right, Christina? I don't know what we have left.
Yeah.
We still have that one very exciting one left. Are we waiting for the last one to do that?
Yes.
Yeah, the one that I'm just like, oh my gosh.
I want that book.
Oh my gosh.
I think we all want that book. But it's a secret. We're not telling anybody what it is.
Say, if you're a true JQ fan, you will want this book. This is like the holy grail.
Somebody just posted that they've got a step back with When He Was Wicked. Did someone else get it? Where has that one?
Where's Kimberly?
Oh, there we go. There we go.
See, that does not look Scottish in any way. Is there like a tartan there?
Well, it's not like the estate in the background.
Yeah.
See, that one I would not be as like.
He has a cape.
I love the shirtless with the cape. Like, I love it. I love it. The cape, it's so like vampire-y.
Look, I have the fake step back. I hate this.
Oh, the fake one.
Look at that. They put this little thing here. So
Right.
Like, no, it's not there.
And I love when they do that on eBay. So you think, oh, I'm getting a step back. And it's like, no step back. And then when you ask the person, like, hey, does this come with a step back? They have no clue what you're talking about.
Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, that's how you know they're not true romance readers.
You're like, why are you doing with this book?
But when it's someone who's from romance Instagram on eBay, they include pictures of the step back because they know.
Yep.
Yes. Gigi, is it Gigi Reads Romance? She has a buy the trope eBay store, and hers are the pictures are always perfect in your
Hi,
eyes.
Ezra. Ezra's here.
Oh, yay. Is there anything?
You get step backs. You really just have to like look for them. I mean, honestly,
You have to buy the first edition.
right.
Yeah. The ones I've gotten, I have not gotten on eBay or anything like that. I've gotten them at like used bookstores.
The most current books that are coming out now, most of them don't have step backs, right?
Some of the Sarah McLean do, and some of the Lisa Kleypas. But the Sarah McLean's,
Eloisa James does too.
Yeah.
So maybe specific.
I want to know the new books that are coming out, the new mass market size. Jess, do those have step backs?
Do you have some, Jessica?
Yes.
They're a funky size. I mean, they're like a little bit.
Let me go look.
Okay.
Okay, and then I kind of like this question. Has anybody watched any Passion Flicks films?
No. What is that?
Okay, so here's the thing about Passion Flicks. That is where JLA is doing her first, like, the Wicked series for. She's doing it on Passion Flicks, and I don't even have Netflix, so no, I have not watched Passion Flicks.
Harry, you got to get programs.
She's getting it. She's getting it. We're working on it.
I'm gonna get Passion Flicks just to watch JLA's Wicked series because it's supposed to be really good too. So I don't know. We're gonna do this together.
So Passion Flicks is not already part of Netflix?
I don't think so. I think
it's a different subscription.
I don't understand why they have separate ones because there's some whole lot of shit on Netflix that really does not need its own, that could be Passion Flicks. So I don't know why they just don't put it on there.
Yo, send me some of those some of them shows.
I don't know if Passion Flicks is really like it's I don't think it's
Cinemax
or anything like that. I think it's just what they call it, right?
Look, the last one I watched
Passion
was
Flicks is its own company.
Right.
On Instagram, or I don't know. They said just go. People were watching, there were live reactions of this movie in like the first 30 seconds. And what was it called? Love something. I mean, there's no opening to this movie. There's no black screen, no names. It's just bam, and you're looking directly into the vagina of this woman who's getting fingered by this guy, and it's like. I mean, it's like full on, like
that's Passion Flicks. Are you sure? Because I feel like this is going to be like a YA type of movie. Like the books were YA, so I can't imagine
Passion Flicks.
Wait, rewind that. What'd you say again?
Go back on
Netflix. Okay.
Oh, are you talking about the girl with the vagina that bites anytime she has the vagina?
I didn't watch the whole thing.
What is happening?
A hairy vagina.
You took your right turn.
There's a movie on Netflix. with a girl who has a vagina that has teeth. And
Love.
Okay.
It's called Love.
That's what it's called.
guys sing off.
It's called Love. Make sure the kids are not around. Lock the door. Because bam, there's no warning.
Just to let you know, thank you. Passion Flix is is a steamy service just for romance movies, but it doesn't mean it's like,
Rated R? Rated X, I mean.
Right. It's not just rated X. Because I'm telling you, because the JLA movie they're making is YA. So I can't imagine that that's going to be just for.
No.
How much is this a month?
Wait, who's
Is it
I'll
like
let you know.
an app?
I use my
like
boss's dog.
It's its
$5.99 a
own like
month?
app, I think.
Yeah, we gotta do some research on this app. So
I think the prices just went up or going up to like $17 a month or something like
I
that.
think it's expensive.
I
Oh,
can't.
Yeah.
like,
I can't
I'm gonna buy this for a month just to get her show and then cancel it real quick. So, anyways, is there anything else you guys want to talk about for
I
the
want to
book?
show you this.
Yes,
Oh,
and
yeah. Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Rob.
the mass market size.
And it's like super floppy. It's $10 because this is $8. And when you compare them, that's like the difference.
there's like no difference. Oh wait.
Okay, so
It's
now,
on the
On
side.
their side, what, like half an inch?
yeah.
Yeah. But now, like when you line them up,
Oh, they
It's
don't.
taller.
they're not going to match.
Oh,
right. Do you think it was an excuse just for them to raise prices?
Definitely. Yeah.
Oh, and
That
that's
makes me
So
think
now they're all going to be $10 instead of $8.
Right.
And no step backs.
I don't know if they will have step backs or not, but this one doesn't.
Mhm.
This is New
I
Joy
feel like if they
Company.
don't include step backs, I don't want to pay I mean, I know it's mass markets are phasing out with a lot of readers, but I mean, if you want me to pay $10, give me a step back. Give me something.
we should do like an anti what kind of book is that called now? What is the name of that since it's not mass market? What is it called? An anti new floppy fake mass market like group.
A couple of these.
You don't want to
now.
pay more.
Well,
Well,
no,
here's the
listen,
thing,
we're a romance community, right? Can't we like petition them to stop trying to, cut out mass market books? Like we're the ones that are buying them.
They care about money.
Right. So then we petition that we won't buy them if they don't stop. Boom.
But though, if they were going to just raise the prices, they should have just raised the prices and kept the books the same. Like, I mean, it just at the end of the day, if you're going to raise the prices, you're going to raise the prices. But like, don't.
And I don't think they changed the formatting. There's like just a big.
Oh, seriously?
You get it.
That would
That's
piss
a
me
waste
off.
of paper. That's a waste
Yeah.
of paper.
They
So not only have you jacked up my shelves because the books are going to be all different
Right.
sizes,
Now you're
but you're
killing
not even
trees.
printing fully to the edge. What in the world?
Yeah, no, you see, and that's interesting, Jess. I didn't even realize they don't even like expand the wording so you could see it better. They literally just kept it the same and just cut them out bigger.
Also, the movie with the girl I was telling you guys about with the teeth and it's
Oh
called
my gosh.
it's called Teeth.
Oh, I've seen that.
It's
I
on
watched that.
Yeah.
That was crazy. That was crazy.
Right?
That was crazy. I was like, oh.
Did it just bite that thing off? Yes. And then it was just sitting there all chunky on the side.
I was like, look, so I'm watching the movie and I look down and I said, ooh, mine don't snap like that. That was a crazy movie.
It was so crazy. It was so good though. It was funny. It wasn't good. It was funny. It's like a retarded movie that you just watch to laugh.
Since we've,
Alrighty
gone off
then.
the rails.
It's been
Gone
real.
off the rails completely. Sorry, Harriet. We love you, Harriet.
Thanks, Clyde.
So yeah, I think that's everything for tonight, right, guys?
Look, I just want to say before we get off of here, because this is, we're rolling into the Bridgerton premiere. I want everybody to have a happy, wonderful holiday, whether you celebrate or not. If it's just a regular day, then I hope you have a wonderful regular day. But please just, remember that we want our families to be around for longer than a day. So if possible, just keep your gatherings small. Keep your family safe, because this year has just been, awful and tragic. And, we want our family and friends and loved ones to be around for as long as possible. So, I want you to have a great Bridgerton day. I can't wait to see everybody post about it, because I'm gonna love watching everybody's reactions, and maybe we'll get together and do a live watching of the first episode or something with everyone. But this for me has been it's been a blessing for me. It's been a great distraction. I don't know if many people know, but I lost my dad last month, right when we started this. So this community, you all have allowed me to lean on you and just get lost in, talking about books and watching these trailers and talking costumes and makeups, and try not to get teary-eyed. I just want to say thank you, because I love this community more than anything, and it's great for my introverted self to just be with you guys, and I really do care about each and every one of you. So I just wanted you to know that. I'm sorry. I get sappy. I'm sorry.
We love you, Natasha.
We love you.
You're the
So,
best.
You're our girl.
For real. We formed quite a friendship.
Yes.
Mhm.
This has been so wonderful for everybody, especially with someone who has kids. It's been such an outlet to have all of you guys. So thanks for hanging out with us. And we love each and every one of you. Honestly, that's not a fake love. It's a real love. And I hope each and every one of you guys stay safe this holiday season, because I need someone to gush about Bridgerton with when it comes out. Because I'm going to sit there and just go fan crazy. So I need you guys. I need you like I need air. So anyway, I hope you guys have a fabulous week and a fabulous holiday and a fabulous everything. And we'll talk soon. Okay, guys?
Merry
Love
Christmas.
you all. Happy
Bye.
holidays, guys. Bye.